Hey guys, section 4.2 today, and today we're going to look at a new shape, area of a triangle. So yesterday we worked with parallelograms, talked a little bit about rectangles as well. Triangles a little bit different from those two when you're trying to figure out the area. One thing that you probably didn't notice about a triangle before is that if I look at a triangle like the one that I have here, if I make a copy of that, kind of spin it around a little bit, and put it together. Ooh, not a great job there, but hopefully you get the picture. Pretty close. Anytime you put two triangles together, it doesn't matter what the shape of the triangle is, it's always going to form a parallelogram of some sort. It may form a rectangle or a square, but it's always going to at least make a parallelogram. So if we know that two triangles together make a parallelogram, and we also know that a parallelogram is the area is base times height. Well, then for a triangle, it would have to be half of that. And that's exactly what our formula is for the area of a triangle. So we know rectangles base times height. Ooh, parallelograms also base times height. The difference that we're going to see here today with the triangle is that we multiply 1/2 times the base times the height. There are a couple of tricks to make that a little bit easier. So if we look at the first couple of problems here, number one says 1/2 times 4 times 11. Well, the easiest way to do this is to just take half of 4. And half of 4 is 2. 2 times 11 is 22. So we would have 22 feet squared for our answer there. Number 2, probably do the same thing. And I always look, is there an even number that I can use in my dimensions in order to cut it in half easier? And for this one, half of 10 is 5. And then 5 times 22 would give me 110. And that would be meters squared. So again, just 1/2 base times height. It's usually easiest to multiply that half times a number, especially if you have an even number first. Just wanted to look at this one because it asks for both area and perimeter. Remember, perimeter is the distance around the outside of a shape. And all you're doing to find perimeter is adding the sides. So our perimeter is 5 plus 5 plus 8, which would be 18. Our area here is 1/2 3 times 8. I'm going to multiply that 1/2 times the 8 first. 1/2 of 8 is 4, and then 4 times 3 equals 12. All right, last question. This seems to be one that people always get a little tricked on. The area for this triangle is 18, and the base is 6. Everyone always wants to say 3. 6 times 3 is 18. But if we did 6 times 3 and divided it or multiplied it by 1/2, we end up with 18. Half of 18 is 9. So a good way to think about this problem is to double the area. So 18 and 18 would be 36. Now what do we multiply 6 by in order to get to 36? And that would be 6. And if we check that out, 1/2 times 6 times 6, half of 6 is 3, and 3 times 6 is 18. So it works out. And you heard Lolly barking there. Don't know why she's barking, but figure she had to get herself on this date. Hope everybody is doing well. There's an assignment for you on 4.2 big ideas, and I will talk to you tomorrow.